Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Stephanie's drunk bedroom boob lands in another man's bed over losing Everett. Days of Our Lives reveal that Stephanie Johnson could be gearing up for another crapulous mistake. DOL suckers will recall how Stephanie had an enraptured bedroom hassle with Harris Michaels formerly upon a time, but they fortunately didn't go further than kissing. Still, Stephanie could go all the way with someone coming time around. There's the implicit for Stephanie to spin out of control over her lost love, so let's talk about what's in store. During Everett Lynch aka Robert Bobby Stein's intervention, Bobby collapsed before agreeing to be admitted to the sanitarium. Although Bobby was in bad shape, he was crystal clear about his plan to no way let Everett back out again. Of course, this plot has been confusing since Days is now acting like Bobby is an alter who's guarding Everett. That doesn't make sense, considering Steve Johnson set up Bobby's birth instrument and other attestation to prove that Robert Stein was his name when he was born. With that in mind, Everett putatively has to be a new personality Bobby created, but we'll see where effects eventually go from then. Anyhow, Days say Marlena Evans will deliver some delicate updates to Stephanie during the week of June 10th to 14th. Marlena's news will be about Everett and it won't be what Stephanie wants to hear. It sounds like Marlena may admit there's a chance Everett may no way resurface. Despite all the complications, Stephanie fell hard for Everett and was hoping they could get their love story back on track. After Stephanie feels like all that's potentially been wiped out for good, she may soothe her heartbreak with alcohol since she's done it ahead. It'd be intriguing if Stephanie landed in bed with someone surprising soon. Perhaps Stephen DiMera could be an option if he gets drunk and frustrated enough over Gabby Hernandez DiMera's freedom hurdles. On the other hand, maybe Stephanie could land back in Alex Kiriaki's bed once he finds out Teresa Donovan duped him with the phony scheme. It's easy to imagine Stephanie and Alex hooking up again, just to feel some relief from the pain they were both feeling for a while. Whatever the case, our Days prognostications indicate that Stephanie's on the verge of some desolation and may sweat she's lost Everett ever. That would clearly be enough to make Stephanie turn to booze and hook up with another handsome Salemite, so stay tuned. Days of Our Lives say Stephanie may surrender to some wild impulses as she tries to manage with losing Everett. Marriage pellets, Marlena's bad news, Leo's remedy, Chanel's discovery. Days of Our Lives are then. Suckers can anticipate there to be pellets flying at Maggie Horton Kiriaki's and Constantine Meliuni's marriage. Marlena Evans gives Stephanie Johnson bad news. Leo Stark gets remedy from Marlena. Also, Chanel Dupree DiMera reacts to Johnny DiMera's job occasion. Keep reading to find out what's coming up in the Peacock Cleaner pieces. Days of Our Lives Maggie Horton Kiriaki's marriage firing DOL spoilers for the week of June 10th reveal that there will be more drama at Con Man and Maggie's marriage. Suckers formerly watched as the two were about to change promises. Also, Justin Kiriaki's got a phone call, which led to Maggie interrogating Constantine about the missing finances. That's when Constantine confessed to marrying Maggie just to get Victor Kiriaki's plutocrat. Also, Connie also confessed to being responsible for Victor's airplane crash. John Black has a gun, but with there being a firing, who gets hit? Is it Connie himself, or could there be an unanticipated tragedy for the Kiriakis family? DOL Stephanie Johnson dismayed during the week of June 10th. There will be more drama and confusion regarding Everett Lynch aka Robert Bobby Stein. Marlena must bear some disturbing news about Everett to Stephanie. Does this have to do with Everett's treatment, or could there be more crimes that Bobby has committed? Days of Our Lives Leo Stark's comforting Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of June 10th reveal that Leo will start to wonder if he's unlovable. Leo will ask Marlena for some comforting sessions. There's a print showing Leo gaping at a shirtless man. Could this chance hassle lead to true love? DOL suckers can also anticipate Johnny and Chanel to anxiously stay for an update about their future baby. Plus, Chanel finds out about Johnny's job occasion. Stephen DiMera turns to Kristen DiMera formerly again to free Gabby Hernandez DiMera. Chad DiMera goes into the DiMera safe. Plus, Chad shares information with Julie Williams, which presumably is about Abigail DiMera. Paulina Price will get support from Abe Carver. Plus, Kristen approaches EJ DiMera. Could Kristen discover the verity about Eric Brady and Nicole Walker, DiMera's baby? Teresa kidnapped, Steve shot, Lee murder suspect, Abigail story spreads. Days of Our Lives. The exercise clip shows Constantine Miliones hectically shooting a gun at the marriage. It looks like Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, gets shot in the tummy or casket. Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, grills someone about Lee Shins, Remington Hoffman, murder. Plus, Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, tells Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes, about Clyde Weston's, James Reed, story. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Rafe Hernandez's interrogation DOL spoilers for the week of June 10 reveal that Rafe is in the interrogation room at the Salem Police Department. Rafe asks an unseen suspect what they know about Lee's murder. That's not the only murder case that needs to be restarted and answered, however. DOL spoilers. Julie Williams' discovery during the week of June 10. Suckers can also anticipate Chad to tell Julie about Clyde's claim. When Chad tells Julie that Clyde says Abigail DiMera, last played by Marcy Miller, is still alive, the Horton family dame will be stunned. Julie asks Chad in the exercise clip if he believes it's true. Latterly, Chad is seen hugging his youthful son, Thomas DiMera, Carrie Christopher. It appears that Thomas might have had a bad dream. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Pellets and hijacking. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of June 10 reveal that Constantine hectically shoots in all directions at the marriage. Maggie Horton Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, fearfully ducks for cover. Other guests at the marriage also try to avoid getting struck by the slapdash pellets. Although the scene moves presto, it appears that Steve has blood each over the front of his dress shirt. So, does Steve get shot or does the blood belong to someone differently? Latterly, Constantine manages to flee the Kyriakis manse and the police, but is possessed by Xander Cook, Paul Telfer. In another scene outdoors, Constantine holds Teresa hostage as he informs Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, that he's not Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston, son. DOL spoilers. Week of June 10, 2024. During the week of June 10, Maggie might have to confess her marriage scheme. Many people know, but the rest of the marriage guests might want to know what the heck just happened. Plus, what's the deal with Sloane Peterson Brady, Jessica Surfety? Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, will want to get an instant divorce, but Sloane could use the baby's real maternity in order to earn some kind of redemption. Stephanie, known for her poise and composed address, was far from her usual tone that evening. The heartache over Everett had left her vulnerable and emotionally raw. As the night wore on, her inhibitions lowered with each drink, and her decision timbre came decreasingly bloodied. Musketeers and familiarity at the bar noticed her deteriorating state, but Stephanie was determined to drown her sorrows, paying little heed to the concerned ganders and rumored exchanges around her. Ultimately, a man from her history, someone who had always dallied in the background but no way relatively made an impact on her life, approached her. His name was Mark, and he'd harbored passions for Stephanie for times, though she had no way recompensed. Seeing her in such a vulnerable state, Mark seized the occasion to offer comfort. He suggested they leave the bar and go nearly quieter, where she could talk about her passions or simply find a safe space to rest. Stephanie, in her crapulous haze,